Hi dear students, good morning, good afternoon or good evening. We have discussed about dot product and the related properties and the related questions which are related to the concept of dot product, and the related objective questions are also we have discussed. So now today we are discussing another multiplication of vectors, cross product, definition and the related properties also. So now we are discussing cross product or vector product. Cross product or vector product. Cross product or vector product. Now the definition of cross product or vector product. So now you can see, let A bar and B bar be two non-zero vectors inclined at an angle theta inclined at an angle theta, then the vector product is denoted by A bar cross B bar. Vector product is denoted by A bar cross B bar. So now here symbol is cross symbol, in the dot product is dot symbol between the vectors. So most important, and is defined as A bar cross B bar is equal to magnitude of A bar into magnitude of B bar into sin theta into n cap. Sin theta into n cap. Now here, where theta is lies between 0 to 180 degrees and n cap is a unit vector perpendicular to both A bar and B bar, such that A bar comma B bar and n cap form a right-handed system. Right-handed system. So now here two vectors are non-zero vectors we are taking. Two non-zero vectors, one is A bar vector, another one is B bar vector. Theta is angle between A bar and B bar. Theta is angle between A bar and B bar. So now this is anti-clockwise direction. Here it makes an angle is theta. Here n cap is a unit vector perpendicular to both A bar and B bar. This is the n cap vector perpendicular to both A bar and B bar. For example, A bar is x-axis, A bar is represents the x-axis, B bar represents the y-axis. So now suppose this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Now this is n cap vector, z-axis represents the. So now clearly z-axis is perpendicular to both x and y-axis. So now similarly here A bar and B bar is perpendicular to n cap. So now if you are taking downwards direction, so now this direction is negative direction. So now this is minus n cap. This is also perpendicular to both A bar and B bar. So now here, or else two vectors lies on the same plane. For example, this whiteboard is one of the plane. So now on the plane we have two vectors. One is A bar, another one is B bar vector. Two vectors we have. So now this is perpendicular to this plane. That means this is perpendicular to both A bar and B bar vectors. So now like this also it is represent n cap is perpendicular to both A bar and B bar. If downwards if you are taking minus n cap. Here right-handed system. Right-handed system means from A to B bar moves in the direction of n cap. So now right-hand system rotated from A bar to B bar moves in the direction of n cap. So now that means when you are fitting screws to the objective, which direction? Right hand direction. So same procedure applicable here also. So this is the definition. So now, and one more most important note point related to this definition, that note point is, if A bar is equal to 0 bar or B bar is equal to 0 bar or both, then A bar cross B bar is defined as equal to 0 bar. A bar cross B bar is equal to 0 bar. In this case, theta is not defined. Theta is not defined. In this case, theta is not defined. So most important point, either A bar is equal to 0 bar or B bar is equal to 0 bar or both, then theta is not defined. Then such that then it is defined as A bar cross B bar is equal to 0 bar. So the most important note point, and this is also most important definition, cross product. Cross product we are usually using in physics, mechanics and engineering also. So very important concept. So now torque formula in physics, displacement into force. That means displacement into force. So now that is also based on cross product only. Mechanics we are using. So most important definition. So everyone should learn properly and remember this definition. So no note point is also most important. Note down. We will discuss the properties which are related to the definition. Now property number 1, vector product. So now here properties of cross product. So property number 1 you can see. So now A bar cross B bar is a vector. Is a vector. So now you can see the first property, A bar cross B bar, cross product value is a vector. So now in dot product value is, output value is, the resulting value is scalar. Here resulting value is vector. So now the second property in cross product or vector product, second property, if A bar and B bar be two vectors, then A bar cross B bar is equal to 0 bar if and only if A bar is parallel or collinear to B bar. Parallel or collinear to B bar. A bar is parallel or collinear to B bar. Parallel or collinear to B bar. So now here A bar and B bar two vectors we are taking. So now A bar cross B bar is equal to 0 bar. When it is possible, A is parallel to B bar or collinear to B bar. So now that in that case only cross product becomes null vector. So now in reverse order also we can see A bar is parallel to B bar means cross product becomes null vector. In particular case A bar cross A bar is equal to 0 bar, where theta is equal to 0 degrees. 0 degrees. Here theta is equal to 0 degrees. In this case, theta is equal to, when theta is equal to 0 degrees, we can take when theta is equal to 0 degrees, A bar cross A bar is equal to 0 bar. Theta is equal to 0 degrees, A bar cross A bar is equal to 0. If another one, and A bar cross minus A bar is equal to also 0 bar, when it is possible, when theta is equal to pi. When theta is equal to pi, in this case also 0 degrees, because of sin n pi value becomes 0. So now in general solution, so now sin theta is equal to 0 and sin pi value is also 0. So now this is the most important point here. And third one, if theta is equal to 90 degrees, if theta is equal to 90 degrees in radian measure pi by 2, then A bar cross B bar is equal to magnitude of A bar into magnitude of B bar. Magnitude of A bar into magnitude of B bar. So now theta value is equal to here 90 degrees, sin theta is equal to 1. So now A bar cross B bar is equal to magnitude of A bar into magnitude of B bar. So now here from point number 2 and 3, so now we are taking point number as a point number 4, I cross I is equal to I cross I cap cross I cap is equal to 0 bar, that is equal to J bar J cap cross J cap, that is equal to K cap cross K cap. So all are equal to null vector only. So now cross product between the same vectors. So now then the result value is a null vector. So now next. So now we can take, so now one circle here in the anti-clockwise direction you can see I cap, J cap and K cap. So now on the circle we are taking 3 points, that means 3 vectors. So now these are I cap cross J cap, that means in the anti-clockwise direction that output value is equal to K cap because of it is perpendicular vectors. So now next J cap dot cross K cap, J cap cross K cap. Now this is also direction, which direction? Anti-clockwise direction, that is equal to I cap. Next K cap cross I cap, that is equal to J cap. So now in the clockwise direction, anti-clockwise direction, this is the result. So now next, if we are taking fifth one, so now when we are taking reverse order, that means clockwise direction, if you are taking J cross I is equal to minus K cap. J cross I is equal to minus K cap. K cross J is equal to minus I cap. I cross K is equal to minus J cap. Minus J cap. Why? Because here most important in cross product is not a commutative. So cross product is not a commutative. So now sixth one, if A bar and B bar be two non-zero vectors, then A bar cross B bar is not equal to B bar cross A bar. So it is not commutative. It is not commutative. So now in this case, A bar, therefore A bar cross B bar is equal to minus of B bar cross A bar. So now this is existed. So now A bar cross B bar is equal to minus of B bar cross A bar. Okay, so commutative law does not exist, is not a commutative. So now that's why, therefore A bar cross B bar is equal to minus B bar cross A bar. So now here this is you note down. So most important in this A bar cross B bar represents, A bar cross B bar is equal to mat of A bar into mat of B bar into sin theta into n cap. Here A bar comma B bar and n cap are form a right-handed system. Form a right-handed system. So now that means A bar cross B bar form a right-handed system means, so now this is the right-handed system. Here this is A bar, this is B bar. Theta is moves from A bar to B bar in the direction of n cap. Theta is moves to, therefore here theta is, where theta is moves from A bar to B bar in the direction of n cap. So now in this case, A bar, B bar and n cap are form a right-handed system. Theta is moves from A bar to B bar. So now anti-clockwise direction. So now this is n cap. So now for example, and while B bar cross A bar if you are taking, so now that is equal to mat of B bar into mat of A bar into sin theta into n1 cap we are taking here, n1 cap. Here A bar comma, here B bar comma, here B bar comma A bar and n cap form a right-handed system. Form a right-handed system. Form a right-handed system. So now in this way case, theta is moves from B to A bar. Theta is moves to from B to A bar. So now this is B bar, this is A bar, theta is moves to B to A bar. So clockwise direction, here n cap is perpendicular to both n1 cap. N1 cap is perpendicular to both A bar and B bar. So now this is the diagram for that. So now here theta is moves from, where theta moves from B bar to A bar in the direction of n1 cap in the direction of n1 cap. So now here a bar cross b bar is equal to, this is the right hand system, theta is moves from a bar to b bar. So now here b bar to a bar, so that's why we are getting negative sign between this. So then only it is equal both, otherwise it is not possible in cross product. So most important note points or properties. So now note down this. So we will discuss the left of the properties in cross product. Now property number 7, you can see if theta is the angle between a bar and b bar, then sin theta is equal to magnitude of a bar cross b bar by magnitude of a bar into magnitude of b bar. Magnitude of a bar into magnitude of b bar. So now how it is possible means, so we know the formula of a bar cross b bar, that is equal to magnitude of a bar into magnitude of b bar into sin theta into n cap. So now taking modulus on both sides, modulus of a bar cross b bar, that is equal to whole magnitude of magnitude of a bar magnitude of b bar sin theta n cap. When you are applying separate modulus, so now you will get modulus of a bar modulus of b bar sin theta into magnitude of n cap, where magnitude of n cap value becomes 1 because it is a unit vector. So this is from this sin theta formula you can evaluate. So now this is the one of the formula, most important one. Magnitude is a compulsory for the numerator as well as denominator vectors also. So now next, property number 8, if a bar comma b bar comma c bar are any three vectors and lambda is any scalar and lambda is any scalar, lambda is any scalar, then the first one is, a bar cross of b bar plus c bar, this is equal to a bar cross b bar plus a bar cross c bar. So now here this property is indication distributivity of vector product on over addition. So now next one, lambda scalar is multiplication of any vector cross product with another vector. So now lambda a bar cross b bar is equal to, this is we can write lambda times of a bar cross b bar. This is again you can write as a bar cross of lambda times of b bar. This is possibility. Scalar is multiplication to the first vector, scalar multiplication with second vector, or else scalar multiplication with cross product of two vectors. So now this is the possibility we have in the vector cross product. So now next, property number 9, if A bar comma B bar are adjacent sides of a triangle ABC, then its area is equal to half into modulus of A bar into A bar. Modulus of A bar into means cross A bar cross B bar. This is the formula. So now we can prove it from the diagram easily. So now this is the triangle ABC. This is the triangle ABC. So now this is A bar, this is B bar. So now A bar and B bar two adjacent are adjacent sides of a triangle ABC clearly. So now you can draw the perpendicular from C to AB, that is meet at D point. So now it is perpendicular. It is perpendicular. So now here it makes an angle between the vectors is theta. So now from the diagram from the diagram so now you can see area of the triangle ABC is equal to half into base into height. Area of the triangle ABC half into base into height. Of base is magnitude of AB bar. So now the length of the vector. Next height is magnitude of CD bar. So now this is also length of the vector CD bar. So now this is, we know that magnitude of AB bar is equal to B bar. We know that magnitude of AB bar is equal to B bar, and from triangle ABC ACD, from triangle ACD sin theta is equal to, so now sin theta is equal to opposite side magnitude of CD bar by height, that is magnitude of, that is hypotenuse magnitude of AC bar. So now from this magnitude of CD bar is equal to magnitude of AC bar into sin theta. Magnitude of AC bar we know now. Magnitude of AC bar is equal to magnitude of A bar. This is equal to magnitude of A bar into sin theta. Magnitude of A bar into sin theta. So now this is equation number 1. AB bar value and CD bar. So now AB bar value is magnitude of B bar we know now. This is equation number 2. This is equation number 3. Therefore from equation 1, 2 and 3. So now that means from equation. So now equation 2 and equation 3 substituting in equation 1. Equation 2 and 3 in equation 1. So now therefore from equation 1, area of triangle ABC is equal to half into magnitude of AB bar value is B bar, magnitude of B bar into magnitude of A bar sin theta. So now this is nothing but magnitude of A bar cross B bar. So now half into magnitude of A bar cross B bar, because of normal vector length is 1. So magnitude of A bar cross B bar. Here this is the proof for this. So most important, if adjacent sides of a triangle ABC they given means directly can apply this formula, then you will get the result. So most important formula for this. Okay, so now note down the remaining properties we will see now. Now property number 10, area of parallelogram. So now if A bar and B bar are adjacent sides of a parallelogram ABCD, ABCD, then the area of parallelogram ABCD is equal to magnitude of A bar cross B bar, magnitude of A bar cross B bar. How is it possible? How it is possible? How it is possible? We can see now. So now this is ABCD. So now this is A bar, this is B bar. So now from the D point you can draw the perpendicular line to AB. So it meet at E point. It meet at E point. So now from the diagram here angle between the vectors is theta. Angle between the vectors is theta. From the diagram area of parallelogram ABCD is equal to magnitude of AB bar into magnitude of DE bar. Magnitude of AB bar into magnitude of DE bar. So base into height. Base into height when theta is given. So now this is the, we know that magnitude of AB bar is equal to B bar. We know that magnitude of AB bar is equal to B bar, and from triangle ADE, from triangle ADE, sin theta is equal to opposite side DE bar magnitude by hypotenuse AD bar. From this, magnitude of DE bar is equal to magnitude of AD bar into sin theta. Magnitude of AD bar is A bar. So this is magnitude of A bar into sin theta. So now area of triangle ABCD is denoted by equation number 1. This is equation 2. Magnitude of AB bar value and magnitude of DE bar value is equation number 3. So equation 2 and 3 in equation 1. Equation 2 and 3 substituting in equation 1. So now what is the value you will get now? Therefore area of parallelogram ABCD is equal to magnitude of AB bar value is magnitude of B bar into mat of dE bar value is mat of A bar sin theta. Mat of A bar sin theta. So now this is the formula of magnitude of A bar cross B bar. So hence proved. So therefore area of the parallelogram, if you wanted to calculate, you can apply this formula. When the adjacent sides of a parallelogram, when they given, then you can apply this formula. Note down, this is also very important formula. Okay, next we will discuss the next property. Now property number 11. Now property number 11. So now you can see, if A bar is equal to A1 I cap plus A2 J cap plus A3 K cap and B bar is equal to B1 I cap plus B2 J cap plus B3 K cap. Are two vectors, then cross product between them. Then A bar cross B bar is equal to, you can write determinant form. Post row I J K. So now post row post column I, post row second column J, post row third column is K. The second row filled by the scalar components of A bar. So that is A1, A2, A3. Next, third row filled by the scalar components of B bar, B1, B2, B3. So now we know that properties of determinants, using by properties of determinants, you can expand this one, you will get the required vector I cap of deleting I first row and first column, the remaining elements determinant AD minus BC. So now A2 B3 minus A3 B2 plus J cap of, you can apply here second, which row delete, first row, second column you can delete. That means we are expanding based on first row. So now the remaining elements A1, A3, B1, B3. AD minus BC formula I can apply for these four elements determinant. So now A1 B3 minus A3 B1 plus, here this is minus J, sorry, this is minus J cap of, next plus K cap of, because of cofactor is, you will get negative sign here for this. So now next A1 B2 minus A2 B1. So now here deleting first row third column, the remaining elements, remaining four elements determinant A1 B2 minus A2 B1. So now this is the procedure to get the vector. So now most important note points, these are the properties we have in cross product. So now learn all the concepts. So now tomorrow we will discuss the related questions which are present in 10.4 exercise. Okay, thank you very much.